Nobody told you about God or Jesus?
It's not my deal. It's just not my
Okay.
deal. I'm a free thinker. I believe in evolution more than anything else.
Oh, that means that you're from monkey. That's what you believe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then how do you treat the monkeys in the zoo?
I treat them just like I would treat you.
You think it's okay for people, to suck them up in the fence like that?
I don't think so, but I think it's a good thing at the same time, in a sense that you can learn from that.
Just watch them?
You
That's
can watch them
cruel.
learn.
If
It's
they are our
cruel, but
ancestors.
it's a necessary evil, I think.
So that means you agree with the science 100%? Do you think that
Science,
they're
not
telling us
100%.
100% true?
No.
And how can you give them all the credit?
I'm not giving them all the credit. I believe that
You believe that
No.
monkeys
Just
are...
listen. I think you go through life and you do experimentation, and then you find out as you evolve what's good, what's bad, what's okay. You go through all these different experiments, but you learn from that. If you never go through the experiment, you never would learn.
Okay, so this was about the pest, right?
The pest.
Pest, which we don't know, like most of us. Like, how we started it. That's what I'm talking
You
about.
talking about evolution? What are you
Yes.
talking- Yeah.
So then, let's talk about the future then. It's also a known word after
unknown.
death. So, what do you say about that?
I think
When
you
people
become-
die, what would happen?
I think you become part of the environment at that point. If an animal die out in the woods, their body becomes food for the trees, food for the...
That's a science, okay?
That's science, yes.
So it's all about the physical part, okay?
Yes.
The body
Yes.
decays,
Yes.
right?
Nobody can tell you what happened after you die, because once you're gone, you're gone. There's nothing you can't speak on that after you're gone. So whatever's going to happen at that point will happen, and we'll know then. You pass away, you graduate, now you're something totally different than what you are here on
So
earth.
according to what you said is like you find out when we get there.
We'll find out when we get there.
So that means that we don't have the answer yet.
No answer.
Because the science who we usually trust on and
No,
looking for
you
answer
don't trust.
from,
No.
they didn't give us answer.
No, I don't trust everything science.
How much do you trust? 1 to 100?
On science,
Mm-hmm.
about 80%.
80%. That's a pretty
80%.
big number.
Yeah, that's a big number.
What was the things that they were telling you that you believe?
Earth was created, 6,000 years ago. But
Us about the changes has been made throughout all those years,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
that still didn't prove enough. I was asking you,
What?
since you're giving science 80%,
it's been a lot of
you trust them
experiments.
and look for answers from them.
Different cures to different diseases, different
Wow. Okay.
different.
Right, but they never gave us 100%. Like a cancer, for example, they still
no.
don't give us
I
the clue
think
for
That's
that.
the reason why I say 80%, because
Yeah.
20% of it is a lot of game involved.
I'm a cancer survivor. Okay,
Okay.
I used the chemo. What
Okay.
they were telling people is
Garbage.
number one
Garbage.
that we have to go with
That's
as
the
a
reason why you should have
solution.
listened to
But then
science.
Yeah.
Go.
I met some people who were going through the same chemotherapy at the time,
Right.
and there were several people passed away anyways.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
body is different too. So
I believe I'm
everybody
still here
don't-
because I still have things to do, and God wants me to be here.
Right.
So science is like a percentage, Some people can make it, some people don't, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Human work, which
Yeah.
is imperfect.
Well, everybody's imperfect.
But-
We're all imperfect.
So in this world, most part of it, including us human,
Mhm.
imperfect, correct?
Right? Nothing's perfect.
What we are chasing after, it
It's
can be anything, your
it's
dream,
unachievable.
whatever.
It's unachievable.
They are now maybe not purpose of us, right? Not the fulfillment that we are
I think-
looking for, correct?
Right.
We-
See, we are no different than the monkey or insect. We
Okay.
can be next.
The monkey thing is from scientists, right?
Kinda.
Which is away from God thing.
But the Bible is man-made.
No, if you're in between and you're not belong to anywhere.
Well, you can say what you want. You can have your opinion on it. I can have mine. That's fine.
There's a Bible verse says that lukewarm. It's not hot water. It's not cold water.
That's the Bible telling
It's
you.
not really
the
useful water.
Bible is only one way of looking at the way things work.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for telling me that. You said Bible is telling about the one way,
It's
right?
only one way.
That means that's the answer.
What?
That's the answer.
That's not the answer because you got the Quran.
Do you want true one, the right one?
You have the Quran. You have Jehovah's Witnesses. You have
Yes,
all
that's
these
what the
different-
religions.
You have all these different religions.
You know, do you know religions have many ways, right?
Right.
That means you're not sure which one. And do you know religions from man-made, who are imperfect?
Very man-made.
So can you trust them?
I don't
These are
trust it
made
at
by
all.
men who
I
are
don't trust
imperfect.
it at all. I don't trust.
Just like you said, scientists, you got only 80% because you know
I
they're
gave
from
them
people.
more than I trust the Bible because the Bible was written 2,000 years ago.
Have you read it?
I read a lot of it. Yes, I read
All
all
of
of
it?
them. All of them.
No, I'm talking about one particular Bible.
Yes.
Did you read it all, like from Genesis to
I
the
don't
Revelation?
understand most of it, but yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll give you credit on that one.
Okay.
At least you should read that. This is #1 bestseller book in all around the world, okay?
Yes.
And this is about life and death.
Yeah, it's popular. It's a popular book.
What made you to read it? I'm just curious.
Because I was forced to read it.
Who made you?
My mom. I was born.
So your mom
I
is
was-
Christian?
Yeah, I was born a Baptist.
Oh, okay.
I was born as a Christian.
So
Yeah.
what made you to walk away from church then?
Because I realized how many hypocrites in the church
In the
it was.
church? What about outside of church? Oh, these are righteous people? You think?
No.
There are more here. More out here.
Well, no,
But
I ain't gonna say
the
that.
thing is, these
I
people
said-
are thinking they can be
No,
righteous
these-
their
these-
own,
no,
right?
No. There's no difference.
Did you find the better people here, out here, outside of church?
No, it's
No?
about the same, both sides. It's the
So
same
it
both
doesn't
sides.
matter.
Nah, it don't matter.
So church is not helping.
Not me.
Making somebody to be
I
better.
think it helps certain. It's like everybody has their own way of dealing with what's right and what's wrong. You know, you got a serial killer look at it one way, right and wrong. You got Mother Teresa that look at it a whole different way. So with everybody got their way of doing things.
What is a matter of life then? What is purpose you think of people should go by? If they're not going to regret. The true life as a human that, you know,
that's different for everybody.
since you read the Bible, I don't think you can remember all of it, but you can remember some of them, right?
You can, yes.
Do you remember Paul?
Some of it, yes.
Paul?
Yes.
He was a very knowledgeable person, right? He
Okay.
was a
For his
#1.
time.
He was a really intelligent,
For
okay?
his time, maybe.
But
yeah.
you know what he said about the knowledge?
What?
He had more knowledge than other people at the
Right.
time, right?
Right.
And he said he took that knowledge as a SHIT to compare with his knowledge of God. Okay?
Well, that's an opinion.
You know, this Bible is truth from God.
Truth from who?
God.
God.
The Almighty.
God.
You say you believe the Almighty, but you don't know who that is.
But the Bible
But-
is garbage.
God, if there is God,
Okay.
who you think he has to be? So we can say, oh, that's
I
God.
have no clue, and you don't either.
But you said you believe there is some
High power, maybe.
high power.
I'm not sure, but
if there is one,
maybe,
he has to be
maybe.
perfect, right?
No, nobody's perfect. No.
If God is not perfect, then it's
No
not
one's
God. God
No, that's
should
your
be
opinion on
all-knowing,
Yeah,
all-powerful.
okay, so
If he's limited,
if
then he's not
anybody's
God.
perfect, okay, then what are you asking me now?
I was saying, if there is a high power,
Yeah.
it's a God, I can say.
Right.
Maybe you don't see him as a God in the Bible.
Right.
He has to be perfect, I
don't
believe.
think, if I go in this building right now and it get blew up, what did I do
Yeah.
to deserve that? I can't predict what's going to happen in the future, but these are things that are imperfect about the way people look at when they talk about a higher power. Ain't none of this stuff perfect, man. We all trying to figure it out as we go. We all in this thing together trying to figure it out.
You just said you think, okay?
I think. I don't
That's
know.
also
I
opinion,
don't know.
right?
Yeah, very much. Very
Yeah,
much.
we can think many different
Yeah.
things. We can have different opinions.
Yeah.
But then this is from imperfect people, right?
Imperfect people.
You and I cannot
Yeah.
control many things, right?
Right,
The
right.
death,
Yeah.
unknown future. We cannot
Right.
prevent these things, right?
Right. You're looking at it just one way.
No.
You look at it from a Christian point of view.
If it's just a one way, one answer, if
Uh-huh.
it's the right one, that's the one I should go with.
No.
You know, like
that's
what Paul said. That's what I mentioned about him. This verse has many stories, many knowledges.
This is where religion started to lose me because now you're talking about something somebody did hundreds, if not thousands of years ago that nobody really knows.
But you should have answer.
I don't have the answer.
You don't have an answer.
Nobody has the answer.
Okay, I got
Nobody
an answer.
has. You have your opinion on the answer.
We have to have an answer before
No,
we
you don't.
die.
No, you're here today and
So
they're
knowledge
going
is
tomorrow.
really important for their,
No, I'm
survivor.
not saying it's important. I'm saying it's just a cycle of life.
Looking
Go on.
for answers for our questions in life is not that important, you say? We have many questions.
I say we have many questions, but
Is
certain
it-
things I don't think we'll ever have the answer to.
So it's okay not to have answers before we die? I do care about a lot of things like, why am I here in this on earth? Use me as a general person, okay? You know?
Okay.
Okay? I'm not born to die, correct?
You're
There's
gonna
only
die.
one person, Jesus.
You're gonna die.
I want to have a good life here. I don't want to be homeless, correct?
You have very
Right.
little control over that.
Some people get an accident and they lose a part of their bodies and they lose their loved ones and they lose
Lose your mental state.
jobs, opportunities, a lot of things, and they
Right.
lose a house and all that,
Right.
Many tragic things happen in life, right?
Right on.
Your effort, your best wasn't really working. It seems like you tried all for nothing, right? You don't have questions for that. Why is this happening? Humans have
No
questions
answers.
like
No
that,
answers.
and
No
you have to have answers.
No answer to that.
Really? You
No.
just go with the, oh yeah. Let's say, for example, here, you're standing here, somebody coming towards you and try to rob you, okay?
I'm gonna do everything
And
in my
then
power
you
to
let
keep him
it,
from
you
doing
let him
that.
to do that. This guy had a weapon, okay?
Right.
So he hurt you
Right.
and he robbed you, and then you got really badly injured, okay?
Right.
So then you say, oh yeah, man, you don't have to fight with me. Just get whatever you want to get.
Right.
I'm not gonna ask question you.
Right.
So you let it happen, even though you got injured. Obviously, you're not gonna let him do to
Right,
you.
right.
So you fight, but then because he was stronger than you and he had a
Right.
weapon, so you couldn't win over him.
Right.
So he
He
did
won
what
out
he
on that
wanted.
situation.
And
I lost.
You lost, and then you got really badly injured.
Right.
You get healed up later on, okay?
Right.
And then something happened again. Maybe it's the same issue or different issue, okay, in your
Right,
life.
right.
That's life, okay?
Right.
We gotta face a lot of difficulties, okay?
Adversities.
I'm talking about many unexpected events in life,
Right.
which we are not
You're not in
expecting.
control over that.
Yes.
Right.
When these things that happen,
Yeah.
don't you have questions? Why? Why?
I try not to question it.
What's wrong with to ask a question? You have to have questions so
I
you
think-
can have answers.
For you, not for me. For me, I just
So what do you usually do whenever you have
I deal with the cards that I'm dealt.
when things happen like this?
Yeah.
How do you cope with this?
I just pick up the pieces where they at, and then I try to make the best out of that particular situation that I can.
Okay. Then what about the death? Death is
Death. Death
people we don't
death is around us. It
control.
happens every day. Like you can leave here right now and get into a car wreck, and then you're gone. And then
so okay.
all your family, everybody got to figure out what they got to do to make themselves better so they can move on past that situation. And then as your physical appearance here on earth is over.
Right? So you said, when is the time we go? So our body, according to
In
science,
a physical form, it's over.
it buried under the ground. There's a spiritual word, and obviously you don't recognize it, but
Right.
let's see.
Well-
You and the dead body, let's compare, okay?
Right.
You are living, okay? So that's why you're talking, standing here.
Right.
But let's pretend there's another being here, another
Yeah.
person who's dead. He doesn't
Right.
move.
He's
Okay.
graduated.
If I pinch you, can I pinch you a little bit?
Right.
Okay, hold on.
So I felt that.
How did you feel?
A little pinch.
Or do I have to try it harder? Okay. You felt something, right? So you're
Yeah.
gonna respond like
Right.
something like that.
Right.
But in dead body, if
Nothing
I
gonna be
step
there.
on him,
no feeling.
he's not
Yeah.
gonna respond anything.
No.
What's the difference between living person and dead person?
He's dead. I'm alive.
Both of you have a body, right? Physical body.
Yeah.
One makes someone is alive and one makes someone is dead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm alive and he's not.
I know, but you need to prove with
I
the
have nothing to
detail.
prove about that.
There's
He's
a
like,
spirit. The difference what that is the spirit and
that's your
soul.
opinion.
These are the invisible, okay,
That's
part
your
of
opinion.
human.
Yeah.
I'm giving you what that is, but then you don't give me because you don't recognize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, you have a spirit in you. You have a soul in you.
Right.
Okay? We make a decision, okay? This is mental thing.
Right.
We could decide, okay, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat Chinese for lunch.
Right.
Okay, then
Right.
you make a decision first in your mind, and
Right.
then
Absolutely.
your body follow your thoughts, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, your body cannot do everything by its own, correct?
It's called a brain.
Yeah, and that body, but then something control the body, it's gone, left from the
brain
body.
functions has stopped.
So what is brain is a part of the physical body.
The brain
Hello.
functions have stopped.
That is what is made out of? I mean, this is a protein mostly.
Protein, water, mostly
Yeah,
water.
this is a physical thing.
Mostly water.
Can you see it? Can you see brain?
You listen to me, man.
You can see.
You trying to convince me something you can
Wait.
never, listen to me. You're never
No,
gonna
you
convince
need
me
to
of none of that
open
stuff.
your mind. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's not even a physical thing. When you start
Can you
talking,
prove that it's not there?
can you prove that it's there?
Yeah. You see,
No,
so
no.
far I've been proving, but
What?
you
ain't
didn't have
proved nothing.
answers.
Look,
I
you
told
didn't
you.
prove
I told you even the difference between living person and the dead person, and you didn't.
Your version of it. Your version of it.
And you think it's
Your-
not
no,
true.
it's your version of it.
Because the spiritual world is not something
Listen to me.
you can prove by physical
You
eyes.
can't. You're never going to be able to prove that. That's the reason why we're wasting time talking about it. And I got to close it with this because I got to go.
But God
cook
is
food.
there. You just cannot
He's there
see
for
Him.
you. He's there for you. Everything's fine.
Do you be-
You're going to die.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, you're going to die.
How do you believe that? That's you cannot see it. It's not a physical thing. But
I
you know,
seen my grandmother pass away a couple of years
that's
ago.
the way you need to see
But
God's existence too.
gotta
You
go.
cannot see Him,
I gotta
but
go.
He is there, and He
Okay.
wants you to go to heaven. That's the reason.
I would
okay?
love to continue this conversation with you, but I can't.
Yeah, but then
All right.
what I'm saying is that you have to have an open heart.
Yeah.
Your heart is a little bit hardened toward God.
It's not really.
It is. That's
It's
the
not.
thing. But this
It's
God
not.
is loving
Your
God.
God
He is inviting you to heaven here.
Your God is your
But
God.
you think that this God is sending people to hell now, so you don't want
I
to
don't believe in
believe.
hell.
Yeah, but then you believe this. You cannot see it, but it's
You're
there.
mixing too many things up. I gotta go. Before I get
Oh,
in
by
trouble.
the way, yeah, nice talking to you.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. It's been a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
It's
By the
always
way-
good to have a good debate.
Yes.